It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
It is Monday, July 1st, and on today's show, Uno gets a new update. I managed some home improvement plumbing. Chantel debunks some childhood myths. We had some fishing adventures. I do hate listening to people at the Quiet Movie. I am a proud bald man, and what in the heck is oomf?
Picking up heavy things.
I think so.
Thanks for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show.
Classy 97. It's Josh and Chantel. Hey there. Good morning.
Oh, hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
What are you sad?
Because the weekend is over.
I know.
It went so fast.
I know. I was super busy on Friday. I was up on top of mountains and things. We've been telling you over the past week or so that we were upgrading technology. Got in the truck this morning, tuned in the station, and we're on the new transmitter.
Yeah.
So it's growing. Things are happening.
No,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know I was up on top of mountains
Yes.
with the engineer and stuff on Friday, so
Yes.
that's why we didn't have a show because I had to be elsewhere helping out. So anyway, very exciting, and that'll continue to improve and grow, and I'm excited about that. That's very cool.
Yeah. Hip hip hooray.
Yeah. Today is July 1st.
I know.
We've finished June. It's
I know.
done. June's over.
Wrap it up.
We
put it
can't
away.
go back.
I
It's
know.
now July 1st.
We haven't even been camping once.
No, but I did get to go fishing. I'm sure we'll talk about that later because it was mostly dry. Well, anyway, we'll get into that later. Today is National Wrong Trousers Day.
Oh, no.
And it's supposed to be sort of the idea that you wear whimsical pants for the noble cause of supporting charity.
Whimsical pants.
Yeah, like crazy patterns or crazy colors.
I know what whimsical pants means.
Whimsical pants. Yeah.
Do I have any whimsical pants? Do you have any whimsical
I
pants?
have a purple pair of pants. I have an entire whimsical suit.
That's true. You do have a whimsical suit.
You don't have any floral print or polka dot pants or any obnoxious colors?
No. I guess
Don't you
I'm
have some green pants?
No. I mean, like army green pants, but those
Not
are
like bright?
no.
Hmm.
No. I'm not very whimsical in my attire.
You gotta
That
work
makes
on
me
that.
kind of sad.
Yeah. Today is International Reggae Day.
Oh,
Yeah, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh.
I don't.
You know Bob Marley.
Yeah. I was waiting.
I read
for you.
the name Peter Tosh.
Oh, you read it. I was waiting. I was like, okay.
Oh,
he
yeah,
knows
I
Bob
know my
Marley.
reggae. Yeah, you bet. Zip Code Day, which is...
208, baby.
No, that's not the zip
No,
code.
that isn't the zip code.
Area code.
83401, baby.
Yeah. What's up in the 83200s? Let's see. What else is happening?
I don't know.
It's early bird day. You're encouraged to wake up early. Hopefully you're with us and you've done that.
Do you know that I actually was planning on getting up at 4:30 this morning?
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
But also, you didn't tell me that, so I couldn't even have assisted.
No.
This is how I would have assisted.
Yeah, you wouldn't have assisted.
And
I
you would have
kind of
been
knew
like, great.
I couldn't fall asleep. And so then I kind of had an inkling that I wouldn't be waking up at 4:30.
You fell asleep like no problem.
No, I didn't.
I feel like you were out.
No. Well, I was, and then I woke up.
Uh-huh.
I just remembered.
Yeah, because you were asleep before me, but then apparently you woke up
Yeah,
after I was
to some
asleep.
snoring.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Virgin Islands Day, it's American Zoo Day, it's Postage Stamp Day, it's Postal Workers Day as well,
Hey!
thanks to those folks.
Yes, for sure.
It's Chicken Wing Day. It is Second Half of the Year Day.
Ew.
And National Ice Cream Flavors Day. It's Canada Day. It's Ginger Snap Day. There's a lot going on. I love
Jeez.
ginger snaps. Happy Monday, July 1st. Here we go.
Here we go. We get the 4th of July off, kind of.
No.
Kind of. We get the show off.
I mean,
We don't have to come in for the show.
okay.
We still have to work.
There's a lot to do on the 4th of July. Yeah. There is, I don't know if you've heard, but like Riverfest and the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration, we're kind of part of that.
I know.
In a major big
So
way.
we don't have the day off.
No.
Per se.
At all. Not per se. Just at all.
We don't have to wake up early to come and do the show.
That is true.
Right?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
Most people get the day off. A lot don't, but some do. Half of American workers think they should get the whole week off.
This whole week,
That
like
we should
starting
get
today.
this whole entire Monday through Friday week off.
I mean, why not?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Why do they say that?
Because they know that we're not going to get any work done this week anyway. I'm
working right now.
There's not a lot of people are out. Like a lot of people go camping. A lot of people leave. You're working. I get it. So am I.
What? I have a lot to do.
Oh.
Especially the front half of this week in preparation for Thursday.
Oh. Good job, buddy.
What? You're welcome.
So most people are saying they barely get any work done. So that's why they want the whole week off.
Because they want the same thing around Thanksgiving and they want the same thing around Christmas too.
And spring break.
Sure. Why even work?
No, there's plenty of work. We work plenty of days.
So you're saying a week off in spring.
A week off in...
This would be your summer week right here.
Yep.
And then when do you get one in, I guess then November? And then another one in December?
Yeah. Sounds great. I think that's awesome. Let's do it. How do we make this happen?
Why don't we just get a couple of days off every week, like a weekend?
It's not enough.
Well,
it's not enough.
It's gonna be a tough one to convince people to give you a whole week off.
I know.
I suppose you want paid that time too.
Why not? Mattel is updating Uno.
What are they to dose again?
No.
What are they doing?
They're updating it so colorblind people can play.
No kidding.
Yeah. Not kidding.
So, explain.
They're adding symbols to the top of each card that are associated with each color.
Okay.
So, like yellow has a diamond, green has a triangle, red has a circle, blue has a square. So that if you're colorblind, you're like, blue is square.
Or you just don't even have to think about color at all. You can just match symbol. So symbol or number.
Or that.
And then you could be monochromatic and it wouldn't matter.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Doing
that's
this to a couple of other games. Blocus.
Okay.
It's adding some patterns. Apparently they've got I've ever played this game.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, you've got little pieces, but the pieces again are in the primary colors, and so you have to and I think they have green.
They do.
But yeah, same deal. You have to match color and stuff.
So now they have patterns on their colors so that colorblind people can play. And then Tumblin' Monkeys.
I don't know Tumblin' Monkeys.
I don't either, but they're also adding clues. I mean, similar clues to that too. So colorblind people can play. We have a kid who's colorblind. Beck is colorblind. I'm trying to remember if he's ever struggled playing Uno before.
I don't know.
He has really taught himself how to read colors that other people see.
And he's green yellow. That's his colorblind. But yeah, that's interesting.
Like he knows what yellow is supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh no, this is what other people see as yellow. It's green to me, but it's yellow to everybody else.
Yeah, he learned that pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
But because that was what was hard in trying to figure it out. Because sometimes he'd get it right, and then other times you're like, I don't know, bud.
He's been looking at cars actually, and he saw there was a bright.
Well, it's like a mustard yellow car, and he's like, that is a cool green car.
And we all went, no, it's yellow, buddy.
But he's learning. It's good. So that's cool. I'm into
cool.
that. I think that's great.
So colorblind people can now play Uno. I'm sure they played before. They just adapted in their own way.
Or didn't because they're like, I'm not going to play that game because they were struggling. So I think that's cool. I like it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good job, Mattel.
Way to go. So, some good news for you this morning.
Let's hear it.
It's about an 88-year-old lady named Emma Patterson. She's from Montgomery County, Maryland.
Okay.
She's the mother of 4 and the grandmother of 10. She's been the mom to many, many more, though. She fostered 40 children over the years, as many as 9 at a time.
That's incredible.
That is a devotion, is what that is.
Yes.
Over the decades, she not only made a huge impact in the lives of all of those children, but also on the entire community. She was not only one of the longest-serving foster parents in the country, but she took in more children long-term than almost anyone else. She is officially retiring.
Oh.
And the county wanted to recognize her with a special award for her service. So this is from Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich, said, "I am happy to honor Miss Patterson for her dedication to our community over the years. I'm glad she's getting the kind of recognition that she has long deserved, and I hope her story inspires others to help vulnerable children and families as well."
Yeah.
Emma says the real reward has been seeing the success of all of the kids that she's helped out. She said, "I'm very proud of all the children because they have just turned out to be just wonderful human beings, and I am so proud of them." So
that's incredible. Good for her.
It's pretty amazing.
What's her name again?
Her name is Emma.
Emma.
Emma Patterson. 88 years old. She's officially retiring from fostering kids.
She's tired.
She's tired.
She needs a break.
She's like, I just don't think I'm up for it.
Yeah, I'm just too tired.
But this is where the community now steps in and has to fill that void. So good for you, Emma. You've done great.
For sure.
And congratulations to all those kids. What wonderful, wonderful stories with a wonderful lady. It's good news to get you going on Classy 97.
One of our favorite things to do is embarrass our 14, almost 15-year-old daughter.
As a parent,
hard.
it's something that you kind of earn the right to do, but it's not even intentional most of the time.
Most of the time, no. And it's not humiliation. It's just a little embarrassment.
Right. I mean, it's just being silly, goofy human beings in public is enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, let's go chair shopping. Let's find some new camp chairs. You really wanted to look at the zero gravity ones.
Yeah.
I found a sale.
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
said, we should probably, take advantage of this. But you were pretty firm on, I want to try the chair to see if it's comfortable before I buy it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of wrapped up and had a little zip tie action on it. And so I just, as I do, I took out my pocket knife, cut the zip tie, set up the chair.
She saw your pocket knife come out.
And she was aisles away.
She said, "Dad, don't do that. Don't do that here. Don't do that in the store. You can't cut that off."
And so I did.
I think she was afraid of being in trouble. And I said, we're not doing anything wrong.
I have the intention of buying this chair. I am probably 95% sold on this chair already because it's a value.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try the chair and see if it's comfortable. And if it is, that's the chair I'm going to buy. So what's the big deal? It's not. I'm not doing anything harmful.
Dad, you can't do that. You can't do that, Dad. That's what she just kept saying.
So set up the chair. You tried the chair. We bought the chair. Everything's
chair.
fine. We bought the chair.
You know what I loved most of all is after you had cut it and we sat in it to try it out. I said, "Yeah, I don't want this one because we've cut the tag, cut the zip tie.
Get one that's
tied up." And she about lost her mind.
Right. So then later on a separate day, we were at a different store and she found pool noodles, and these things were massive. Like huge. And I don't know what went through your head.
It's hard to say. I don't know.
But you decided I'm going to smack her with it.
Yeah, you have to.
Right. So you're going to hit her in the legs with the pool noodle. But you missed every time. I don't think you connected
yes,
once.
I did.
No, you hit the box that the pool noodles were in every time. You never even touched her. But you were whipping that thing. You had some energy behind it. And missed, and it made a giant noise, and she left the area again.
Yes, she's done. Done. I got to get out of here.
It is not very difficult to do.
No. but it brings me so much joy. I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, because
I'm a complete bystander to both. I mean, I was involved in the chair thing, but I'm just standing there watching all this. Like, what is happening right now?
the fact that she runs away so quickly, half the time I don't even think we're being embarrassing. And I look around and I go, where did she go? She's gone.
Yeah.
Guess that was embarrassing. I didn't think it was. I can do much more embarrassing things. Much more. Believe me, live a day in the life.
I believe you. I do. Without question, I believe you can do embarrassing things. You're like a champ.
I am. I'm an embarrassing champ. Here I am.
Big thumbs up.
You had an adventure on Friday.
Mm-hmm. I was all over different mountains, all over East Idaho.
Doing some radio tower business.
Yeah. Yeah, because as of this morning, we're on that new, well, I don't know, as of at some point over the weekend, I noticed this morning that we are now on the new transmitter, which is very cool.
Because of the work that you helped do on Friday?
Look,
or a culmination
let me be clear. There was very little work I did on Friday other than hurt my neck and get sunburned. That was
hurt your neck from looking up.
Yeah, the engineer was climbing the towers. I had to go help him by being his spotter on the ground and making sure that he was safe. And I had to double check, harness and stuff before he climbed and all of those kinds of things. So I was the safety guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciated that.
Well, right. But
kudos to Gavin, who climbs those towers. No, thank you.
No, thank you. And so I watched, with my head up into the sky and my hand blocking the sun so I could see like this. And then I go, okay. And then I'd look down for, a minute or two, and then I'd go,
it's still there.
Still climbing, still moving. All right.
How tall is the tower?
Well, sort of irrelevant to how high he had to climb.
Okay, how high did he have to climb?
So the first one, probably 100 feet or so.
Gross.
It was a decent height. The second one, 25 feet.
And there's
maybe.
A ladder inside the tower?
Well, it depends on the tower, too, because some of them just have pegs on the side.
Oh, my gosh.
Of a pole that you climb up, and some of them have a ladder.
No.
But you got a safety harness, you got a clip, and so you always have a constant connection line. So if something happens, you don't fall.
Smart.
Stuff like
Good.
that. Yeah, I mean, you got to have all these safety things. You have to wear a helmet. It's a whole thing to climb a tower.
Yeah.
You have to have the right kind of shoes. And I mean, it's a whole...
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of shoes?
Well, like, you can't go up there in flip-flops, can you?
Well, right, but...
Oh, like, you got to have, like, a good boot with good, stable sole for you to stand on. And then once you're up there, you got to do the work. It isn't just climb up and then climb back down for fun. You have to climb up, and then there's a task. Like, I got to hang an antenna.
How do you hang it?
Or you have to, with bolts and stuff.
Oh, no, thank you.
And brackets.
So he's climbing with a tool belt.
Well, he's got tools, yeah. And then a rope and all of his safety gear. And then, then I'm down there just watching. All right, good to go.
You have an important job too, Josh.
I know. My point is, that was my Friday, was my neck hurts and the sun is hot. Okay, he's good. He's good. And then, he climbed down and he was like, let's grab some lunch. And I went, this is the best part of my day. Let's go eat. And then,
I've been working
he was like,
hard.
all right, you ready to go to the next tower site? And I went, sure.
How many tower sites did you go to?
We visited 2.
2 tower sites.
Mm-hmm. Took
Does
down an
he
antenna.
Enjoy doing that? Obviously.
Well, yeah. That's what he does.
He's not afraid of heights?
No, he's climbed towers for a long time. Way higher than that.
Really?
Way higher.
And it doesn't bother him?
Apparently not.
Wow, Gavin. Good job.
Yeah. Bothered my neck a lot.
Oh, damn it.
And I got sunburned.
Oh.
Because I didn't think, I'm going to work today. I should put on sunscreen. I didn't even think I'm going to be standing out on top of a mountain in the open, exposed sunlight.
With my bald head.
With my bald head, yeah. So that was Friday. But, that's exciting that we're on the new transmitter and we're making big steps toward making Classy 97 sound better than ever, and it's very exciting.
Thank you to Gavin, who did all of the hard work.
That's right. and also my neck hurts.
Oh, Josh, poor thing. We went to the movie over the weekend. Emery really likes that movie, A Quiet Place.
Right.
Where you have to be quiet. And if you make any kind of noise, the monsters will get you.
Mm-hmm.
So she and I watched the first and second one on Friday to prepare. And then...
Did that help? Was it necessary?
Yeah, it was fun.
No, I didn't ask about that. I know it was fun, and you enjoyed spending time with her and watching the movies, but was it necessary for the third movie?
No.
Oh, I didn't feel like I needed to have seen the first two to go see the new one.
No. I thought I would get more of why the monsters were there, their backstory, but no. This was like day one.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's called.
Of the monsters arriving.
Right. And it is, I believe, multiple days. So
yeah.
It starts at day one, but then it's, over the course of a couple of days.
We didn't get any reasoning why they were here.
No, that was sort of missing from the story, but that's fine. It was a very interesting side story. It was different people. It was a different
director
of
too,
the thing.
because John Krasinski directed the first two.
Mm-hmm.
He did not direct this one, and
he and Emily Blunt are not in this one.
No,
yeah,
no.
So. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Entertaining.
It was good. Here's the thing about these movies. Can I vent just for a minute?
Yep. I knew you would.
Because
I expected no less.
Here's what I like about these movies is that they're filmed in a way that makes it suspenseful, and there's all these like really quiet times.
Yeah.
On purpose. And then something will happen and it's kind of a startling jump scare noise or whatever. Can I watch these movies at home exclusively from now on?
You are going to have to, because you were not enjoying yourself at all. There was too much noise happening from the people around us.
I don't like hearing people chew. I don't like hearing people whisper. I don't like hearing people drop popcorn all over the floor. I don't like a lot of things about going to a movie that's specifically made to be like incredibly quiet. Even people coughing, like, I'm like, stop.
The whole time I'm sitting there going, if this were real, everyone would die.
Well, and
I don't think anyone knows how to be quiet.
Lupita Nyong'o is in it, right?
Who?
Lupita Nyong'o.
I don't know who that is.
She's the main actress.
Oh.
And at the very beginning of the movie, she's like, hey, silence your cell phones and remember, be silent. Like, and everyone was talking over that part and missed it. That was the other thing.
They don't care.
All these conversations going on during the previews and stuff. That's part of my movie watching experience. I like to see the new movies that are coming out. I like to see the trailers on the big screen. So everyone around me is like having a meeting or whatever. I feel like a grumpy old man.
You kind of acted like a grumpy old man. You had your hood up.
I did. I had to put my hoodie on.
I know that you have a problem with noise, especially when it's quiet. So I specifically was trying to eat my popcorn at the noisy parts, and then a quiet part would come on.
So was the guy on the other side of me.
Was he?
He was, yeah, which was almost worse because just throw it in and chew your popcorn. Like, you're going to do it anyway. But then he would take like one little piece and then he was like trying to slow bite it. And you know, popcorn gets squeaky sometimes. I hear this.
That was a good impression,
yeah,
Josh.
And that was worse than just eat your popcorn. Dude.
I was trying to do that. I was doing that same thing. We're trying to be respectful and considerate. And then a noisy part would come on and I'd say, hurry and eat it. If you hate noise, watch this one at home.
Yeah, this was my fear of watching the first one in the movie theater, was it's literally called A Quiet Place. And I know that it's designed to be like, you have to be quiet. So most of the movie is going to be quiet, except for big action parts. And that was the case. And I was like, I'll tolerate it. The second one, tolerated. This one, I feel like, was the worst when it came to the silence.
You're just a grumpy old man, I think.
I'm a grumpy old man. We tried to go fishing yesterday.
Mhm.
I tried.
Yeah.
I read fishing reports and found out that where I wanted to go, the water was a little bit high.
Okay.
And so I said, I think I'm going to find somewhere else to go. I've got kind of a list of some different fishing places that I wanted to check out. So yesterday ended up being a lot of driving around trying to find these places where I thought I'd be able to fish, and then found a thunderstorm, so we weren't able to fish there.
It was super windy and gross there.
Yeah.
You weren't
it
going to
wasn't
be able
happening.
to cast properly in that wind.
No, I found a serious storm. And so that was not going to be the spot. So I said, all right, let's try this other area, which just so happens to be 40 minutes in the other direction. Because this one was out in the middle of the desert nowhere. And it was already an hour or so away from town. And then I was like, let's go a different direction, 40 minutes this way. Found somewhere I could stop and fish. Fished for a while. Had to hike through some jungle to get to where I could fish. You and Emery decided to come with because you wanted to get out of the house.
I don't like you going fishing alone in the river because it makes me nervous. And so I follow as a wingman. And then Emery said, yeah, I want to come too. And she and I packed some chairs. We packed some water. We packed some books. She packed some things for her to do. I packed some things for me to do. We were prepared to sit and monitor. We were not prepared to go hiking in the jungle.
We had to go through streams. We had water crossings.
Deeper than streams.
At one point, you were knee deep in some water.
Yep.
Hurdling logs.
Yep.
To get to this is how you get to places where I fish.
Yes, but you were wearing waders.
Yes, because I was prepared for
we
that.
didn't know we were going to be hiking through jungle.
I did tell you to wear sturdy shoes, which you did.
I did.
Because I was thinking I was going to that first place, which you only have to hike into, and then I could have fished that whole area forever. The water was too high, so I couldn't. The fishing isn't happening right there yet. Got another couple of weeks.
I wore sturdy shoes.
Yeah.
I did not wear water crossing shoes.
Nope. But yet, you both ended up with wet socks and wet shoes.
Where you first ended up was a great spot for us. There was flat land. We were nice and shaded. We set up camp, she and I. We were ready to hang out there all day.
And I could have gone and explored that area more, but you wanted to be nearby.
Close enough that if you fell, I can assist somehow. And that water was moving fast.
Yeah, the river was
and
definitely
I said,
fast.
Do you have your life jacket? You have a vest.
Correct. I have the self-inflating life jacket, and I did not have that.
No. And so then I went, great. Now I have to be right next to you because if you fall, this river's going fast.
Right. So I got off the main river. I went to, there was this great little offshoot, and I fished there for a while, which I was excited. And then some other fishermen showed up and made a whole bunch of noise, and one guy fell in the water, and all of his friends laughed at him. And I don't know that they knew you guys were hiding in the trees because you guys were tucked away, but you saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, if you would have stood up and started clapping when that guy fell, they would have lost their mind.
I think they would have too.
The three guys alone laughing was one thing, but an audience, and I was down around the bend. I saw the whole thing. And I looked back, and they saw me and kind of went like, oh, no, we just ruined that dude's fishing.
Yeah.
Which they did.
Did they?
Oh, you can't drop a whole body in the water and expect fish to stick around. No.
So back through the jungle we went, getting our socks and shoes even more wet.
Yeah. And I tried a third spot to fish. That water was ridiculous, too. I don't know. It wasn't a productive fishing day.
So sorry.
It was frustrating. And I drove a lot. I got to explore some places. I got to look at some places that I thought I wanted to fish that I'm kind of like, that's not my style of fishing. That was another thing. Like there's a lot of different ways you can go fishing. And a lot of what I saw was, boy, if I had a boat,
Oh.
but then I'd have to drive the boat.
Right. You have to somebody's got to paddle the boat.
Right. You can't just throw a drift boat in and then go fishing. You got to have someone drive the boat. But there was a bunch of places where it felt like that. So I gotta find more places to fish. I gotta go more. I gotta go more.
Okay. Take somebody with you.
Okay. Not you this time?
I'll take a break this time.
Yeah. Okay.
Emery asked us a very interesting question over the weekend. She said, "What's the most awkward thing that you ever did at your friend's house?"
Like something that their family did that was sort of routine for them that if you participated in felt weird.
Yeah.
I
know. I was trying to think of something.
Yeah. Did she give an example?
She said that it was always weird to go into their mom and dad's bedroom.
Oh, if they had like that was where the TV was or whatever.
Yeah. And
we had the gaming system set up in ours. So if anybody wanted to come over and play PlayStation, that was set up in the bedroom. So that would be an example where we would have been a contributing factor to that awkwardness.
To the weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went into any of my friends' parents' bedrooms.
When I
peeked in through the door, maybe, but
when I was a kid, computers were new, and one of my friends, his dad worked at the site, and so he had one of the very first Pentium computers.
Ooh,
it was a big
fancy
deal. And I remember it was set up in their bedroom, and we went and we sat there on like the little chest thing at the foot of the bed, and we just watched it boot up. Like, wow, this is the first time I've seen a computer go this fast. Because we had the computer labs. Like I was in elementary school. Like this was a fascinating thing. Because we had the computer labs with Oregon Trail, and we were starting to learn some word processing and typing and things, but we hadn't seen one at home. Like, this was the first time you have a computer at your house.
And where was it? In their kitchen?
No, it was in the bedroom.
Oh, the bedroom.
Yeah, so we sat on the little thing at the foot of the bed. Yeah.
I forgot.
And it made a big, you push the power button, and it meant something. So that was the only time I remember being like, yeah, I'm going to be in a room of the house that isn't my friend's bedroom or
the bathroom,
a family
or
room
the kitchen,
or a dining room area or something. Yeah, I remember going to their place one time for lunch. We walked from school and went. This was in junior high, and went to their house, and they had just like leftover pizza for lunch. And he was like, "Come to my house, we'll have pizza." Cool, but they had pineapple on it.
Yeah,
delicious. And I don't like it, and I felt very awkward peeling it off and leaving it on the plate. So I ate what I didn't like.
Did you ever? I was always the first one awake at my friend's house. And so then it was always weird. There's always this weird, like, what do I do? You just wait. You just wait for everybody to wake up. You can't. I'm not going to walk upstairs and go hang out with your family. That's
True.
Weird.
Yeah. So that's when you start like kicking your friend and like, hey. Oh. Good morning.
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, hey.
How long have you been up?
I just woke up too. Like, what are we doing? Is it time to do something?
Well, I do remember because one of my friends' moms worked for the school district in the lunch department. So she was in charge of like planning all the lunches. So they always had like school lunches at her house. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know either. So she was always asking us to go home to her house for lunch. She's like, I got lunch at home.
It's the same as what's here, but it's at my house. That makes no sense.
But I do remember, I can't remember the details, but I remember driving there without her. She had to do something. She's like, I'll just meet you there. And I was like, that's going to be weird. She was like, no, my mom is there. And I refused. I was like, I'm not going to go inside.
You did.
Yeah, I was like,
you waited outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, how strange.
And I knew her mom. We were fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not going to go hang out with your mom without you there. That's weird.
It's not weird.
Yeah, it was.
No, you can have relationships with other people. It's fine. You don't
No. It's weird. I'm not doing that.
That would probably be the most awkward thing you would do at a friend's house. Just hang out with
their parents
and be like, hey, I know they're still sleeping, but I'm out here.
Here I am.
Can I have breakfast?
We were watching TV the other day, and there were two men. I think it was a boxing match or something.
Yeah,
and there were
or
two
MMA
men
or something. Yeah.
fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And you said they've both just recently shaved their heads.
Yeah, you could tell because it looked like their scalps hadn't seen the sun. You can see I have seen the sun.
Yeah.
And so mine's tanning out, which is nice because I use the aloe and stuff, which is good. But like it's kind of a uniform color.
Yeah.
My face is not a different color than the back and top of my head.
Yes. Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Because when you are actually bald and that area sees the light of the day, it tends to stay the same tone as the rest of your skin. I'm upset, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell us why.
Because if you have a whole head of hair and you shave it off right before a sporting event, you're trying to like fake the bald thing. Look. Bald is beautiful. I'm all into it. But if you're just going to like shave your head so that then you can put a bunch of Vaseline on it so a boxing glove doesn't stick to it when they punch you in the face. You're cheating. You're cheating the system.
You're cheating.
Fight with your hair.
For all bald men out
That's
there.
right. I have to like deal with this every day.
That's what you said. You said bald men, what'd you say? Bald guys earned it.
That's right.
We earned our bald.
That's right. I didn't just shave my head all, willy-nilly.
Why did they? What's the point of them shaving their head to box?
I get it for a swimmer because there's some aerodynamic benefit. But again, that's my benefit. You don't get to enhance your performance by shaving your head. No. You are a haired individual. Deal with it.
It's too bad that I go faster than you because I'm bald.
You don't get to just shave your head to compete with me. I was born this way. You get hair. Deal with it. How about that?
Oh, I'm having it. How about that?
I just, if I have to be like this and you have to be like that, that's what I'm saying. Why do they shave it for boxing?
I don't know. That's what I asked.
I don't know. I'm intimidating. But then they both did it. So they both look like freshly shaved heads with like dark. It's the palest skin with dark black hair follicles. It's gross.
You did some plumbing.
Well, can you call it that?
Well,
I feel like when you say you did some plumbing, that means like I got really serious under a sink.
No.
I had to replace some pipes, or I ran a new water line to some appliance or something. No, all I did was fix a leaky toilet.
Yeah. That's good for me.
Well, sure. And then I got to thinking
appreciate
about
that you did that.
so the basement bathroom,
Yeah.
like since we've owned the house, I feel like is just had that like slow running noise.
Yeah.
And so I think what I did to the upstairs one, I need to do to the downstairs one, and it'll fix that.
Oh, look at us. Look at you.
Yeah, because when I put the new little flapper in the one upstairs, I said, I wonder if that's what's going on with the one downstairs. And so I went and looked, and I just pushed down to see if it just wasn't seated well, and it quit doing it.
Well, wow.
So it might just be that.
Well, let's get a new flapper.
Yeah.
Because that's all the plumbing that you did. You just replaced the flapper.
I didn't do plumbing.
No.
I just
But
replaced
I
the
appreciated
flapper.
it because I didn't want to do it. I could have. I just didn't want to. So I'm glad that you did. Here's what happened. I woke up last week and the tank lid
just sitting there.
was just sitting on the toilet. And I went, what is going on? So I put it back up, did my business, and then I went to flush and I went, that's why.
Yeah.
One of the kids had used the toilet.
Yeah. And found out
instead
it was
of
broken.
telling us that it was broken, I think we probably
That was
were
your
asleep.
sign. That was the something's not right sign. Don't use this. The lid's off.
But they could have tried to fix it themselves.
Or left a note.
They didn't. Or
Send a
done
text.
Yeah.
Toilet upstairs is broken. Okay.
They did none of that. They just left it to find it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Like a game of hide and seek.
Right. Oh, here's a puzzle. What's broken?
I didn't care to wake up to find that puzzle.
Yeah, well, it was fine. And I could have, just reattached the chain, but we've been dealing with like having to jiggle the handle for a little while.
Yep.
So that's gone now. That's fixed. I don't know if you've noticed, but that solved that as well.
I have noticed.
All things are
I'm
good.
saying thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying I didn't know if you also knew that problem was resolved by fixing that.
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate it a lot.
Well, sometimes you just need a new flapper.
I know that you feel like you didn't do a lot of plumbing, but again, those are the things of home ownership that I don't care to do, and I'm glad that you do them.
I should have given you a lecture like that landlord we had. He would have given a lecture.
Yeah, he would have.
It would have been like, you use the handle too much. You're like, well, that's how it flushes there, buddy.
That's how it works.
So I don't know what to tell you. Listen, I'm tired of replacing flappers. It's a thing. Like, hey, the smoke alarm's beeping too. Well, if you wouldn't you live here, you wouldn't hear it. Like, oh, thanks, buddy. That doesn't help at all. But thanks.
Listen to this. Have you ever been told that chewing gum stays in your stomach for 7 years?
Yes, I told you that a little while ago, and you said, no, it doesn't.
Have you ever been told that you shouldn't swim for 30 minutes after eating?
Yes, because you'll get a cramp and drown.
Have you ever been told that you'll ruin your eyes if you sit too close to the TV?
A lot.
These are all false.
What?
You've been lied to.
And I was also told that turning on the dome light inside the vehicle would get you pulled over
illegal.
Or you would crash in something terrible, big fire, whatever.
Yeah, I don't have any information on that. But I have information on the other things. So let's start with gum. It does not stay in your stomach for 7 years.
It stays there for 48 years.
No. It passes like any other ingestible food. It usually passes through your stomach within 2 hours and can be
digested,
removed in 2 to 5 days.
All right, but what about watermelon seeds? They will grow a watermelon in your stomach.
No, wrong.
That is true. I heard it.
Now, you shouldn't be chewing or swallowing gum.
Yeah,
like don't.
Chantel,
it's not recommended.
Quit doing that. It's weird.
Don't call me out.
You eat those little Easter egg gum things and swallow them one by one.
Those aren't really gum.
Yeah, they are. It's weird. Chew it till the flavor's gone, which doesn't take long, and then spit it out like a regular human being.
Don't tell me my business. Also, swimming for 30 minutes after eating?
Yeah.
It's fine. You can do that.
But my ham sandwich will give me a cramp and I'll drown.
No, not true. It's not true.
Why? What's the science?
The idea is that it's not even cramping. It's that blood flow will be diverted away from your arms and legs to help digest your food, potentially leading to an increased risk of drowning. But there's a comprehensive study said that that's not true. They couldn't find any proof that that was true.
I'm going to have to ask
who?
Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman.
Okay. All right. Go ask him right now. All right. How about ruining your eyes if you sit too close to the TV? Yeah, you'll have some eye strain, but it's not going to ruin your eyesight. And if your kids are sitting too close to the TV, it might be a red flag that maybe there's an underlying vision issue.
Like they need glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what about cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis?
I don't have any information on that.
Heard about that one all the time, too.
Do you have arthritis? Because you crack your knuckles. You probably crack your knuckles how often a day?
2. I don't know. I don't know. It's not anything I think about. It's just something that happens.
Count. I want you to count. Yeah.
Oh, I won't.
If I say to you, I have not seen oomf in a while, I think they're mad at me. Would you know what I was talking about?
I haven't seen oomf in a while?
Yep. OOMF.
As in like the noise you make when you try to lift something heavy?
No.
Oomph. As in the noise you make when you drop something heavy? Oomph.
Close. No.
I don't know what that means.
It means one of my friends.
You have a friend called oomf?
Or one of my followers. No, I don't.
One of my friends. OOMF. One of my friends.
Yes. Or one of my followers.
One of my followers. It's an acronym.
Yes. It's an online term meaning one of my friends.
Pick up something
It's a
heavy.
term of affection.
Oomph.
Oomph. I think there's a P in that one. Oomph.
Maybe. That's possible.
So people often use this online to talk about other social media users that they interact with.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily one of your good friends. Like if you call somebody your BFF or your BSF. I haven't heard that one before.
What's the S stand for?
The S in best.
No.
That's what the internet is saying. BSF.
You can't go changing BFF. It's been BFF forever.
Yeah, but what if you don't want to be best friends forever? You just want to be best friends for now. So it's BSF. We're best friends. Not necessarily
BF.
forever.
That's my BF.
That's boyfriend.
Oh, it's too confusing.
That's why they're trying to unconfuse it.
They've made it worse. Whoever they are, teens probably.
Yes.
It's always the teens.
A lot of young people are using this oomph to talk about people without calling them out by name.
Is that right?
So oomph is really making me mad. And then you're left with like, oh, who is she talking about?
I wasn't left with that.
It's one of those silly, things that people do to keep people guessing.
I felt more so left with why is she actually using that acronym? That's what I was left with.
Oomph.
Can we do a different one?
No.
Oomph.
What are you going to say? What's
Not
one you
that.
would come up with?
Something better. I don't know. Not oomph. Your would you rather this or that question of the day.
I already know what you're going to pick to this.
You do?
I do.
All right, go for it.
Would you rather eat chocolate-flavored broccoli or broccoli-flavored chocolate?
Oh.
You're going to go with the broccoli-flavored chocolate because you like broccoli, and you're not a sweet tooth kind of guy. So you're going to pick broccoli-flavored chocolate. I know it. You know it. Just say it.
I know what you're going to pick.
What?
Neither, because I like chocolate and I like broccoli and I want them to taste like one another.
I don't like broccoli. No.
You don't like broccoli?
If it's dipped in ranch or cheese, yes.
You don't like it by itself?
Nope.
Oh, I love it.
I like it cooked. I prefer it cooked.
I like it broccoli all the ways.
But I have a hard time eating it raw.
You do?
Yeah. Because it tastes like broccoli.
It's so good.
No. No.
I'll have broccoli flavored chocolate. You know why? Because I like broccoli.
I know you do. That's why
and I
I
don't
said.
have a big sweet tooth, and I'd rather my chocolate taste like broccoli than my broccoli tastes like chocolate.
I want chocolate flavored broccoli. That's what I'm picking.
Yeah, I know, because you have a sweet tooth.
Yes, I do.
But you'd be eating a vegetable that just tastes like chocolate.
I know.
What a benefit.
I know.
Well,
I can't believe you didn't even know that about me.
I've seen you eat broccoli. That's why
because
it
I know I
surprised me.
have to.
You'll eat cauliflower
Cauliflower
raw.
is delicious. It doesn't taste like broccoli.
No, I know, but it tastes like cauliflower. It's the same. That's why it's paired together.
It's not
you
the
always see
same.
broccoli and cauliflower together.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
What's the difference?
It comes from the same family, maybe, but it's not the same. It's like if you have. No, I'm not going to make that.
Broccoli is higher in vitamin C and vitamin K. Cauliflower is higher in vitamin B6 and what they call pantothenic acid. I don't know what that one does, but both are great additions to your diet.
Right. I only eat broccoli because I know I'm supposed to. That's it. It's never my first choice. You like it because you like it.
It's great. It is your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge.
And it
for
is
July 1st. It's to cook a meal for yourself from scratch.
Thanks. No, thank you.
Go to the grocery store, get all the ingredients, cook and enjoy.
No, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Can somebody else cook it for me?
No.
I don't want to.
But here's what it said. Show yourself what you're capable of.
Oh, I know I'm capable. I know I can do it. I just don't want to.
And do it just because you want to.
I don't.
That's what it literally says.
You know
and
why?
Do it just because you want to.
Because it makes a mess.
Yeah?
And it takes forever. And then I have to clean up the mess. I don't want to. I don't want to.
It's your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge. Cook a meal from scratch.
What if somebody else cooks the meal from scratch
I didn't say
for me?
Eat a meal someone cooked for you from scratch, did I? Did I?
But doesn't that sound nicer?
You were a great sous chef last night for
Thank
me
you.
while I was making tandoori chicken. It turned out nice.
It was delicious.
I'm excited for it for leftovers.
I know.
So it's not like it's a hard thing. It's just
not.
a time-consuming
it just takes
project.
time, and then
Yes.
you have to the cleanup.
I like it when I do the cooking and you do the cleaning because I don't like the cleanup.
I
part.
know. I like it when you cook.
Well,
But here's the problem. When I cook,
Mhm.
I also have to do the cleanup.
what is that about?
You tell me, pal.
What?
You tell me.
What?
How about I'll cook a meal tonight from scratch and you do the cleanup?
Or I have an idea.
What is it?
You cook a meal from scratch and I eat it.
And
And then the magic kitchen cleaner shows up.
I wish. Where's that person been my whole life?
Me too.
Well, I lived with that person when I was a child. There was always somebody magically cleaning the kitchen. And then I became a mom and I went, oh, this is the magic cleaning person.
Who is it?
The mom.
That's it. We need one of those. The magic cleaning mom.
You have one of those.
Where?
You're fired. Done.
Hey, that's going to do it for the show. Have a great rest of your Monday. Remember, you can listen on demand whenever it's convenient for you because Wake Up Classy
Because you
97 is
can.
now a podcast.
True.
So everything you heard on the show today, you can hear again. If you missed parts, you can listen for the first time. Or you can share it with friends and family, and you can gather everybody around the radio old-timey style and go, listen to these guys. Yeah, Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. You can subscribe, and then it'll automatically update you when a new episode's available. Like this one from today, which will be available if you're listening now in live real time, will be available in minutes. If you're listening on the podcast, well, you already know. Hi, thanks for listening.
Hey, what's up? Thanks.
That's going to do it for us.
Happy Monday.
Have a good Monday.
Happy
welcome
July 1st.
to July. Yeah, no kidding. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.